Hey everyone, welcome to another top 10 list. This week's top 10 list is the top 10 notes I just got back from grading. Now, of course, I have had a difficult time counting to 10, and this will be no different because I didn't send 10, I sent 12 notes. And of course, this will only be the first half of the list, so this will be notes 12 through 7. So yeah, take that top 10 list. Yes, I'm a nonconformist. All right. Anyway, the first note, number 12 on the list, I should say, is my Flying Eagle. This is a 1918 Federal Reserve banknote from Chicago. It's known as the Flying Eagle. It's known that because of the eagle on the back like that. Beautiful note. Now, this particular one was in pretty good shape. I looked, I saw the crease here. I saw it was kind of dirty. You can see the crease going all the way through here. You can see another vertical crease here. So overall, I didn't have a whole lot of faith in this note. I figured it would be, what did I say, 20 to 25, somewhere in that neighborhood. You know, 20 for sure, 25 on a good day. And what did PMG have to say about it? Well, PMG gave it a 30, and they gave it the EPQ. 30 with an EPQ. I did not expect getting exceptional paper quality. I didn't even think about that when I was turning in this note. Like I said, a 20 or 25 I think qualifies for EPQ, but still never really considered it. You can see it is kind of dark here on the bottom, right over here. It is a little bit dark as far as dirt goes, but overall they said 30 EPQ. This was quite literally a throw-in note. I wasn't even expecting to send this in, but it's like, okay, what else can I send in? You know, this one looks okay. Let's see what happens here. So that was basically the decision process on this one. Not a note I planned on grading. I threw it in because I had a little bit of room, and wow, what a pleasant surprise. 30 EPQ. That is number 12 on the list. Number 11. I'm trying to do these in the same order I did on my projection note before I sent them in, so that way you can double check all these as well. For this one, I should also say I had about $100 invested in this. I figured it to be worth about $175, and when you grade it a 30 EPQ, that's putting it closer to the $200 range. So I did pretty good on that one. All right, number 11. Number 11, this one was a Federal Reserve banknote of Chicago, a $100 small-sized note. And I thought this one was pretty good, but I did notice when I bought it that this corner wasn't exactly the greatest. I remember seeing this note, and they had written on the back, uncirculated 63, and I didn't quite believe that. But I figured somewhere between 50 and 60 for sure on this particular note. And what grade did they give it? Well, I was pretty much right on, 58 EPQ. So having a choice about uncirculated for this particular one, you can see on the back, it's also really, really nice. The lighting is making this look much worse than it is, because that's actually the front coming, or the light from the outside making the ink on the back shine through. It's not dirty at all. In fact, well, it is a little dirty, but not too bad. Exceptional paper quality is what they called this one. And yeah, pretty impressive note. So yeah, I said between 50 and 60. They said 63 when I bought it, and I didn't think so. So it was nice to be correct on that one. 58 on the $100 1929 Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago. That was number 11. That particular one also, let's see, I had 185 in it, and I figure the new value to be somewhere around 250 with that particular grading. All right, next up, this is my 1899 $1 Black Eagle. $1 Black Eagle, I got this for a steal. I picked this up for $65. This is my famous Con Man story. And this note I thought was just really, really nice. I knew it wasn't perfect. I knew it had a couple very, very light creases in it. But I still expected it to get like a 40 or a 45. Even the back of this note is just stunning. Really, really nice note. And if you look real close, you can see, you know, that it does have some signs of handling. But overall, a really, really nice note. What did they say? I did expect the EPQ designation on this one, and you can see on the back they gave it the EPQ designation. But was I right on the 40 to 45? Nope. 30, very fine EPQ. So that was a huge disappointment for me on this particular one. I mean, when I look at this note and I look at this note, these are both 30 EPQs, and there is no comparison between the two. This note is bright, it's crisp. This note is dingy, visible creases, where this, you have to look really hard to find any of the creases. So yeah, I was a little disappointed in the two. And these two side by side, especially when you see them in person, it's hard to believe they got the same grade. Still, I had $65 invested in this one, and even at the 30 EPQ, you're talking somewhere around the $200 range with this particular note. So still way ahead of the game, and I know that that note is now well preserved. That was number 10. Number 9, I went with my 1922 gold certificate, $10 gold certificate from 1922. This particular note, I've seen a lot of them on sale, and a lot of them are graded, and I thought, you know, mine matches up with those. I didn't have a lot in this one either. This one I had gotten for $130, and I assumed the grade to be 20, maybe 25 on a good day. And how did I do? Well, yeah, I nailed it. 20, 20, maybe 25. 20 is what I said. 20 is what they said. The front looks nice. The back is a little dingy. You can see that's a hard crease there, a couple hard creases there. So not a real big surprise on that particular note. I'm just glad to see that my appraisal was correct when I figured it to be about a 20. This particular note, like I said, I had roughly 130 in it with a grade of a 20. That still puts this at $325. So definitely worth the price to get graded for me. And the thing is that this note is actually riddled with really small holes. I don't know if you're going to be able to see those or not, but these are holes right here, little pinholes. You can see here pinholes. Okay, so these, with these little pinholes, what did they say on the back? Nothing, not a thing. Got away with it. So I couldn't believe that the graders missed that. Normally they would notate something like that, but let me hold this up to the light and count. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can count 7, 8. I can count 8 pinholes in this. There's another one up here. Yeah, 8 pinholes in this, and yeah, nothing on the back. They called it a 20. What are you gonna do? Can't argue with the graders. That's number 9. Number 8 on this particular list. Number 8 was my 1907 wood chopper, and of course I drop it too far. They gave it a 25, and I was pleasantly surprised with that. Let's see, wood chopper on here. I said 25 or 30, and for me to guess 25, I had to have a little bit of confidence in this, so I was pretty pleased to get a 25 on this particular note. On the back here, no designation, no marking or anything like that, so that's good, having a nice clean note. 25 on my wood chopper. Real good color, real good paper, you know, not EPQ, but it was still decent. And I can't really complain about that either. My wood chopper, I paid $211, and as a 25, that's going to put it about $275, roughly. So another good one for me, another good reason to have my note graded. Let's see, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. That was number 8. Number 7 on the list, right? Make sure 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Yes, number 7 on the list is my Brownback, $20 Brownback. This is from the second charter of national currency. This is from Decatur, Illinois. The $20 Brownback, of course, That is why it's called the Brownback. You can see the brown ink, one of the few times they actually used brown ink on there. The only notation on the back, they simply put Rosecrans and Nebecker. That's the two signatures on there, because apparently it was another rookie's day to grade. They couldn't fit everything on the front. They put the National Bank, but then they had room for stuff here. They just didn't bother, so they ran out of room on the front and had to put that on the back. The Brownback, what did I say on this particular one? I said 20 to 25 on this particular one. I knew that it had some creases and some handling on it, and they agreed. They said 20, so I can't really complain about a 20 on this particular note. I had $485 in this one, and a 20 puts this around $950. So yeah, definitely a good one, especially not having any notation on the back. And the last note I have for this week anyway, I had sent in my Battleship. This is a $2 national currency, $2 national banknote, Federal Reserve banknote, I should say, Federal Reserve banknote from New York. The $2 Battleship, one of the most famous $2 bills that we have. Why is it called the Battleship? Because it's got a battleship on the back. That's actually the USS New York. Having the USS New York on a note from New York, that's pretty cool. I think this is a pretty good reason to have this particular note. And what did I say about this note? I put it down as a 20, maybe a 25. And, you know, so guessing 20, they said 20. So I was right on with that particular one. 20 on this one, I've got $530 invested in it, and at a 20, that puts it at about $675. So once again, moving in the right direction. They did designate minor rust on it, and yeah, you can see it's got a little bit, you know, a little bit of rust spots on it right here, right there. Anything on the front? Not so much. No, just on the back. So overall, not too bad for this particular Battleship. So that is the first half of what I sent in for grading. You're going to have to tune in next week to see the rest of them. But overall, I can't really complain. I'm pretty satisfied with the way that these came out. I was surprised by some of the things they overlooked. And this was a good start to my grading process. Next week, I will show the top 5, and I actually sent in a bonus note that I didn't tell anybody, just because I was curious to see. So next week, you're going to get the top 5, and you're going to get that bonus note. All right, everyone, thank you very much for watching. If you learned anything new, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. Love reading all your comments. I'll see you again next week.